Hi, I'm Andrea Stevens. I'm a clinical nutritionist. I have a master's degree in clinical nutrition, and I'm a registered nurse. Today I wanted to talk to you about supplements. I'm often asked by people what supplements should they take, if any. Sometimes these are my clients, and sometimes they're friends and acquaintances. I used to think that it wouldn't be necessary to take supplements on a regular basis if you were generally healthy and if you focused on eating a really good, natural, whole food-based diet. But I have changed my opinion on that. Even when you source your food very, very carefully, I think it's highly unlikely that all of the micronutrients are going to be in that food. And plus, the stresses and demands and pollution and toxins in today's environment increases the need for more nutrients. So I have about 3 or 4 basic nutrients or supplements that I think most of us would benefit from taking on a pretty regular basis. First is the multi, or really the whole name is multivitamin, multimineral. And the product should have a variety of vitamins and minerals in it. To me, this is just like an insurance policy. Taking a good quality multivitamin and mineral every day or almost every day just ensures that you have the basic amount of all the important vitamins and minerals so that you don't run into a deficiency of any of them. If your body doesn't need them, then it just won't accept them. It's very hard to overdose on vitamins or minerals when they're found in a multiple product. Sometimes when you take them on an isolated basis, you could, but even then it's pretty difficult. So good quality multiple vitamin and mineral. If you're generally pretty healthy and you eat a good diet, you're not under a lot of stress, then 1 or ideally 2 times a day would be best. If you are someone who already has some health challenges, or you're under a lot of stress, or you're recovering from an illness, or trying to really prevent some illness that you seem you're on the path towards, then a more intensive product where you need to take maybe 6 a day, or sometimes even 8 a day or 9 a day, I think can be beneficial for a period of time. Once your health is built up stronger, then you could maybe go to a more basic product. The multiple vitamins and minerals are best taken with meals, or maybe shortly after, maybe an hour after a meal, that's okay too. And divide them up. It would be best to divide them over at least 2 meals and maybe even 3 meals a day. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is probably fish oil or omega-3 fatty acids. There's a variety of them out in the market. With all the supplements, I think buying them from someone that you trust, not a discount store, not a grocery store. Omega-3 fatty acids have gotten some bad press for being contaminated with heavy metals, but they're really the cheap products. When you buy a good product, they're part of what the company does is to test them and evaluate them for the presence of heavy metals. So your omega-3 fatty acid could be sourced from a variety of deep cold water fish, and that's good, that's fine. Also, krill oil is kind of new on the scene, and krill oil might have some particular benefits for helping these fatty acids get inside the cell. So if krill oil is a bit more expensive, but if you can afford it, maybe alternate bottles. Sometimes take a regular fish oil, omega-3 fatty acid, and sometimes take a krill oil. 1 capsule a day is maintenance for most of us, but if you have any type of inflammatory disease going on or condition in your body, then maybe 2 or even 3 capsules a day could be helpful. If you get a little bit of a burping after taking a fish oil capsule, if you keep it in the refrigerator cold or even in the freezer, and also be sure you take it with food, this can really decrease that symptom that some people have. If that still doesn't do it, then you might need to take a digestive enzyme when you're taking the fish oil capsule and probably when you're eating food in general. You might be having trouble just digesting the fat that's in there. Okay, 3rd supplement would be vitamin D. Now, in your good multivitamin and mineral, there should be some vitamin D, and specifically D3. If your label doesn't say D3, it is not the best absorbed and utilized type of vitamin D. So a good multivitamin mineral might have maybe 1,000 or 800 IUs of vitamin D in it. That might be enough for you, or you might need more. Most people that I see today are deficient in vitamin D. And really the only way to be clear about this is to get your blood tested. So having an annual exam and annual blood work, please ask your doctor to test your vitamin D level and then check that out. Also, I'll let you know that a lot of doctors today and nutritionists feel that the reference range that's on the laboratory reports for the vitamin D is too low. It's been raised a couple of times over the past few years, and many practitioners think it needs to be raised again, which means if you get a blood test in saying 30 or 33 and the reference range on your lab report says that the normal is 30 to 100, most of us think that 30 to 33 is not sufficient. So you need to take more. But you might need to get some special advice on this. But doing a blood test and trying to keep your vitamin D level maybe somewhere in the 50s to 60s is going to be a lot better than somewhere in the 30s or lower. Now, so you may have enough vitamin D in your multi. If not, you need to take more vitamin D. And the last supplement that I think almost all of us would benefit from is a probiotic. Probiotic means the good bacteria. These are all the bacteria that should be living in our intestines. They're so important for so many functions. They're important to help us get the nutrients out of our food and into our body. They're really helpful with our immune system. If you're someone who gets frequent colds or illnesses, taking a probiotic capsule every day can really make a difference. And of course, if you have any overt GI issues, you should probably be taking a probiotic. So those are my top choices for just about all of us, I think. Thank you for listening.